is my hair freshly washed. Note the every texture at the same time situation of it. It's very bad. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's just been like leaving me in clumps, just handfuls of hair every time I run my hands through it. So I don't really want to straighten it because I feel like it just looks sparse, I suppose. I have tons of hair, like I still have plenty of hair, but it looks sparse to me. So we're leaving it in this state. And you know what, by tomorrow it'll look fine. There's a lot of static in the hair, so it's light and fluffy right now. But that's not the point. That's not the point of today's video, because here we've got 2 of the Bratz Pop Star dolls. One of my favorite things about Bratz, and a lot of the recent releases from MGA, I feel like they'll like show you, oh, look what we have coming out, and like 3 seconds later they'll be available for purchase. Like the instant gratification of it is really satisfying to me. Unlike like a Monster High release where they'll be like, look what's coming, and then like 6 months later you're like, oh yeah, remember that Monster High that they said was coming that we still don't have? I don't know, I like instant gratification. I have no patience. And of course I am still waiting for the other 2 in the line. Those are supposed to be coming sometime in the near future. But today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing these 2. I just put Jade down, so we'll start with Sasha. As soon as I started setting up for this video, the noise started outside. There was the siren, the honking, so we're probably gonna have to deal with that today, but what's new? I live in New York City. Let's take a look at the box here. We've got a classic trapezoid shape. Oh yes, very stunning, very gorgeous. At the very top it says Bratz, and then Sasha with like money symbols. And it looks like one of those little tags that you like stamp onto something in a store. That's fun. It says World Tour up there, so I guess they're touring the world. Here on the side, we've got some artwork of Sasha. I really like the jacket she's wearing in this artwork, which is quite different from the jacket she's wearing in the box. The other side says Pop Stars. I'm enjoying this sort of, what is this? Why does it's nostalgic somehow. What is the font? This font was used somewhere in my childhood and I cannot place it, but it's doing it for me. Here it says, listen to the new Bratz Angels album here, and there's a QR code. Ooh, fun. Gonna have to go check that out. The back of the box is also really stunning. It's all like very nostalgic. What is that? I don't know. Can't quite place it. We've got more artwork of lovely Sasha here. There's something that you can go ahead and read. Right there. Yes, you can read that. Then we've got little pictures of the other girls in the line and another QR code. What's this one for? The same thing. Listen to the Bratz album. I already have stuff to say about her, but let's just start opening it because I'm sure it's gonna be an ordeal. I'm cutting the stickers even though those seem to do nothing. Yep. Oh, this is a box this time. There's like 10 stickers, but it is a box. It's not just pieces of cardboard like stuck together with tape, so that's fun. Can I pull this out though? No, why would I be able to do that? Guess I have to open it from the other side too. Why? Why does it have to be like this? How was everybody's holiday? I hope it went well. I hope it was good. It is the 30th of December as I am filming this, so a couple days before the new year. Every time somebody says that to me, I'm like, certainly not. And then I realize, yes, certainly, in just a few days it'll be 2026. Still not coming out. And I can't like seem to get that information through my brain. Not at all. Just gonna, there we go. I don't know, I'm pretty horrified that it's gonna be 2026, and I'm really hoping that 2026 brings something better than 2025, because 2025 wasn't so great. There's Sasha on the little back card. You can see her a little bit better. I'm gonna start trying to get all these things out now, which we know is gonna be an ordeal. Can I be honest? I wish that they would just stop including combs. This is a waste of plastic. How often do people actually use the combs? Let me know in the comment section down below. This is one of the star combs though, so at least it's cute. This says collectible charm, and I've got a little lip collectible charm here. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with this, but I can definitely find some place for it. It's lips, it's Bratz lips, and it seems to have like a piercing in it, which is kind of fun. I love that. And it's got a little claw clip at the top. And this one's in sort of a warm purple shade, bordering on the pink, really. The next thing in here, I love this. Little miniature record with Sasha's artwork on it. It says Sasha on the side, and there is a record that you can pull out of there. Love that so much. I think you can shove it all the way in. Maybe you can't. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find, maybe I can put these up in the Bratz land too. I don't know. I think the Bratz land is getting a little bit filled up in like not a good way. But there it is. The back also has this like ghost of Sasha on it. That's really cool. Honestly, I love that. They're earrings. She has her ears pierced. Yep, there they are. They're little stars. They're gold. They're fine. Now, off to this disaster. Let's see what we can do. Oh man. Like, why does this piece need tape on it? You know, it's like tied to the box. Like, it doesn't need that, you know. And I was watching Dripped in Plastic's room tour because I had meant to watch it when it like came out, but I was busy or something, and then like forgot it existed, of course, because it like didn't show up in my For You page on YouTube. And then was checking up on them because I hadn't heard about them in a while, and remembered that I wanted to watch that, so I did. And they were talking about hoarding boxes, and I'm like, absolutely same. And so now I really want to clean out the box hoard. That's like my next goal, I think, for my own mental health, you know. I have too many boxes. I also really want to just reorganize my whole house. That happens to me frequently though. I will like sit in a mess for weeks on end, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, time to reorganize the whole house. It tends to happen to me actually when I should be doing something else. Like, I have to go into work this week, and so like I should be studying my notes, and therefore I want to clean my whole house, you know? I thought I released everything, but apparently not. Ugh. Just when you think, there's always more. Oh my god, this hair. What is this attached to? Why is it rubber banded? This, you know what? Forget it. It's fine. All right, so I just fought her out of the packaging here, as annoying as ever. Just so many tea ties and so much tape. She has this little guitar accessory here that she came holding. I'm gonna take that off of her so we can take a closer look at it to start. Just slide that off like so, and you can have a nice little nap. Not a guitar, it's a bass. This is a purple bass. It's got gold accents, which I suppose goes with the gold earring. Pretty simple. I'm glad to see the gold on there because it gives it some sort of pop. I feel like if we got something like this from Mattel, it would just all be one color. There wouldn't be any painted detail on it, so at least there's that. It has this hollow gold strap too. This feels extremely fragile and like it could break at any second. That's a point of note. It's very thin and concerns me, frankly. I like could see myself having to replace that in the future. My lap is just filled with tea ties. But anyway, let's get on to it. Here's the doll. She's very cute. This is a point of note. I just threw all the packaging away and I kind of need it now. But then when you compare her to her artwork, can you see the artwork better on the side? I feel like kind of. Look at the difference. Look what we're seeing here. This artwork has a girl that has natural textured hair, which I really like. And not only that, but it looks like she's got two puffs up top, and these are space buns. I just think that I prefer this. She also has edges. There's something about her, and maybe I'm not the right person to talk about this if you understand what I'm saying, that does a better job for me of being Sasha than her. You know what I mean? I also really like the texture, the sort of puffed sleeves on this jacket. I feel like it has a specific mood, vibe, and feeling, and this is lacking that. What I'm saying, I guess, is when I saw the doll, I really liked her, but now that I'm seeing her next to her artwork, I prefer the artwork. I'm saying I wish that they would celebrate Sasha's blackness. That's what I'm saying. But as a white person, I don't know that I'm the right person to say that. All right, so here's the doll. Very, very pretty. The face is gorgeous. The hair is stunning. The outfit, adorable. Starting at the top of the head, unfortunately, we don't have natural textured hair. We have a lovely brown shade of hair, which I actually think looks really pretty with her skin tone. And I love the very stark purple streaks that run through it. I think that's really pretty. I like it so much. I feel like it's something a little different, something you don't often see in dolls. It's like very early 2000s, and I really like that about her. It's got a curly texture, it's got tons of product in it, it looks like crap right now, as it normally does when it comes out of the box. Every once in a while though, they make a doll with no product, and the hair is so nice straight out of the box, so I don't understand why. She got two little space buns. I wish they were puffs. Coming on down to the face though, the face is absolutely stunning. I love seeing her with the hazel eyes because that's the color eyes she has on the show. And I just like seeing the dolls as they were represented in the show because I really enjoy the show. This one's got some beautiful purple makeup. It's absolutely stunning. Cut crease in purple, light purple on the lid, and then a soft purple blended out all the way around. She's got a winged eyeliner, some beautiful lashes there. She has very fierce looking eyebrows. I really like the shape of those. I feel like they suit her really well. They have my favorite thing that Bratz do too, with like the painterly little strokes in there. I don't know, can you see it on camera? Can you? Will it focus on it? I don't know, I just think that's so pretty. I also really like the shine in the makeup, which I feel like is visible in certain lights, but not others. But I think that looks so pretty. Actually, Jackie Aina did a makeup look like a long time ago, and it was this, but in blue. It was almost identical, and I really liked that makeup look, and this is giving me that same vibe. She's got beautiful pink blush. I think that's a really pretty color. And then I love this lip. It's kind of like a frosted, very cool tone pink, warm tone purple. Gorgeous, stunning, kind of a little bit unique, you know what I mean? All of these dolls are obviously pop stars, so they come with these little like pop star K-poppy microphones. This is cute. It's an earring essentially. There's an elastic on it. I guarantee it falls out because my friend was like, mine didn't come with one because it probably fell out on the factory floor and nobody ever picked it up. But there it is. It's got two little hearts, which is like so cute, and then her little microphone. I think that's a fun design too, to just like stick it in the ear hole, because then where those earrings go that I kind of hate, she can wear an earring on this side. Put it in, see how it looks, queen. Cute. Moving on here to the outfit. I think this outfit is precious. Had I never seen the artwork of this doll, I would have been like, this is an amazing outfit, but I like the outfit and the artwork so much more. All right, so we've got this little cropped jacket here. It's made out of a material that feels nostalgic, like from the 90s. I don't know how to describe it. It's obviously very shiny, very metallic. Like the texture on it looks really nice. It's almost like one of those leathers, like a coated leather that like cracks. Like Rick Owens did a lot of that stuff like in the early 2000s. That's what it reminds me of. It is a separate piece from the shirt here. The shirt is just a little short sleeve top. That top has this very large bow in the front, which is cute. And it's got these little sequins on it. I'm not the biggest fan of sequins on dolls, if I'm honest, because I feel like they always look proportionally strange. And maybe these are kind of too big for her, but I don't know, it works because she's like kind of flamboyant. I don't know, I don't mind it as much on this one as I do on some other ones. Also, part of the allure is, even though this is a fully sequined skirt, it has these really cute, move your arm, it has these really cute heart cutouts on the side that I feel like do a good job of breaking up the sequins enough so you're not just looking at just like sequins. Just a little mini skirt. Very, very simple, but it's effective. I feel like the outfit is simple but effective. Obviously the standout piece is the jacket. Coming on down to the shoes, very cute. She's clearly a bow themed girl. She's just got a nice little stiletto pump here with a big fat bow. It's got some little gold painted detail on the front. And this is what I'm talking about. See how yellow the gold of the earring is in comparison to the gold of the paint? I don't know, it's not working for me. I prefer the gold in the paint to this gold, but you know, you can fix that with a little bit of paint, like it's fine, no worries if not. Overall pleased with her, still wish she looked more like this. That's my opinion on this one. We're gonna put her down, gonna get this one out of the box. I had actually sent my screenplay over to one of my friends who watches these videos here because I needed somebody to read it that wasn't me, and he read it and he said, you know, it kind of reminds me of Absolutely Fabulous, except it's much darker than that. And I was like, I haven't watched that show in a while. I was obsessed with it when I was in high school. And I was like, let me start rewatching. And wow, that must have really ingrained itself in there. Absolutely Fabulous is one of the greatest written shows of all time. Don't fight me, it's true. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's on Hulu. Is that where I watched it? Yeah. No? Yeah. Hulu. Jennifer Saunders is one of the greatest writers of all time. First of all, I was obsessed with Hammond organ music, like during the pandemic, and I don't know why. I didn't know why until I turned on Absolutely Fabulous and the theme song is Hammond organ. And like I was like, oh, I was like making the connection in my brain. It has nostalgia for me in a good way. But the opening scene to the show, which to me is so extraordinary, first of all, it's a comedy. Second of all, like it would never fly on television today. In a comedy specifically, but even in like a regular television show. The whole first scene, which is extraordinarily long, like it's so long, it's probably 10 minutes long, is just a scene of character development between Eddie Monsoon, the mother, and Safi Monsoon, the daughter. And it was so mind-blowingly good. I just don't even know. I don't know what to say. You have to watch it. Tell me what you think. Or if you've watched it, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, back to the dolls. I'll obviously do a ranking of all 4 girls once I get the other 2. The other thing that I think is interesting about this line is everybody's in pastels, and then like randomly Chloe's dressed like a punk, which is like the same problem I have with the Lena from the Fashion Pixies. And I didn't end up getting the Lena because she didn't work in my display, but I did end up getting the Chloe, even though I feel like she doesn't go with the rest of the dolls. I guess she can be like the lead singer or something, and that's why she looks different. I can justify that one better than I could justify the Lena. The thing is for me is if Lena had a friend, if there was another one like her in the collection, I probably would have bought all 6. And I know she's the evil character. I understand the lore. It's just like it wasn't working for me. All right, here is the Jade box. It's almost identical to the Sasha box, but we've got Jade art here. And doesn't she look cute in her little artwork? Yes. Is her artwork vastly different from her doll? No. It just has a little extra painted detail on it, which I think that she needs, but overall pretty similar. There's the back of the box. Let's rip into it. I'm not even gonna try this time to like do a neat job. It's not gonna happen. I just gotta cut these stickers and rip the back off. That one actually worked out better than the other one. And here is Jade on her back card. We've got a blue theme here. I love it. I think it's stunning. I think it's gorgeous. Let's get all of her little bits out. We've of course got another comb. Don't need it. Nobody wants the combs. I don't understand what they don't understand about that. We've got a charm here. This silver star. Speaking of Silver Star, I watched a television show. I had actually started watching it a long time ago. It's called Tin Star. If you watched Ozark and enjoyed that show, you will like Tin Star. Same vibe, like crime family kind of thing. That one really did it for me. I like that one a lot. Here's her little earrings. Hers are silver. They're the exact same as Sasha's. Her record here, same as Sasha's, but it has the Jade artwork on it. Very stunning, very gorgeous. Here we go. Oops, my favorite part. Oh look, she's got 5 T-ties stuck into the back of her head. The most I've ever seen. Look at that bunch. Oh, one of them just fell out. Maybe that was just a rogue one. Oh wait, I found more. There are 5. Somebody explain to me why. Why does there need to be this many? The reason I loved the Jade, like she was my favorite initially when I saw her, is because there's this scene in Stereophonic and they're describing this girl, and the way they describe this girl is probably in terms that I can't use on YouTube. It's like derogatory but like really funny. She's a crazy girl, she's a country singer. The way they describe her though is almost exactly identical to the way that Jade looks. And that was part of the reason she was my favorite from the beginning. The ribbons and the crappy plastic boots. Stereophonic's on tour right now, so if it comes to a city near you, I would highly recommend you go see it. I know that they did cut it down significantly, and I know a lot of my favorite stuff got cut out of there, so I don't know what it's looking like now, but I would still recommend highly. And when I say my favorite stuff, it was stuff that was unimportant to the movement of the story. It was just like really good dialogue, really good scene stuff. So you're not missing anything technically by it not being there. It's just like, wow, what great writing. You know what I mean? What is this? Look at this. Like, why is that necessary? It's like rubber band. It's T-tied to, what? Bro, what? Okay. I see how easy that is to lose. If you pull on it the wrong way, it pops out. So be careful when you're unpacking your dolls, friends. Here is Jade's guitar. It's in like a pearlescent white, and then it's got the silver details. Silver strap. This one's not hollow, and it looks a little worse for the wear, and also feels like it could break at any moment. So that's just something to be aware of. Guitar straps, questionable. Do they like come apart? Like, see how it looks like it could come apart? I don't know why it would need to, but I just want to know if it does. No. I feel like the answer though is yes. This is so stupid and nitpicky, okay? And like, I know this is like my autism brain not being able to handle like living in a fantasy world right now. They have 6 tuners at the top, but only 4 strings. It's something in between a guitar and a bass. All right, it's fine. Moving on from that. Here she is, finally. Free from distractions. Just kidding, I'll never be free from distractions. Oh, this looks fucking weird. Here's Jade. She's got lovely black hair. She's got like the under dye that was really popular during the early 2000s, but hers is in light blue, and I love this color blue. I think it's so pretty. She's also got these little ribbons, the country singer ribbons, and it's pulled back just the sides into this little ponytail back here. It's lovely, it's straight. There is product in some of it randomly. It's like one of them ones where it's like kind of random, just some here, some there. For what reason, we don't know, because she has perfectly straight hair. There's no reason for any product other than maybe in the top to make it look flat, which there is product. Okay. Anyway, moving on down to her face. One thing I feel like they're really doing for me that makes me super happy is I feel like they're screening Jade more like an Asian girl than they have in the past, which I really appreciate. She's got those same sort of painterly eyebrows. I feel like hers are like a little bit, well, she looks like she's got like one like up, which I think is so cute, and I don't know if it's a mistake or not, but I really like it. But the other one looks like significantly straighter. The eyebrows like add expression to her face, and if it's a mistake, I'm happy for it. Now her eyes, brown, stunning. One of my favorite colors for doll eyes. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but I love this icy blue makeup. I just think it's so pretty. She's got a darker blue crease, and then it's just like light blue blended all the way around the eye, which is gorgeous to me. She's got a little winged eyeliner there, and of course some lashes. Her bottom lashes look like she's not wearing mascara, just top lash mascara. And then she's just got some light colored bottom lashes, which I think is kind of stunning. They're really doing a lot of interesting and unique things with the makeup on these new Bratz dolls, and I like really appreciate it. Cause you know, they all have the same head mold, but for some reason, the way they screen them gives them all such a unique personality. I love that so much. Beautiful blush on the cheeks. Very stunning, very gorgeous. This lip though, I love a baby pink lip. Dark outline, super, super glossy. I just think that's so stunning. It looks so good with the icy blue too. And then her little microphone here is just a star with some texture on it. I like the texture. Now coming on down to the outfit. I feel like it didn't look quite so diaper-like in stock photos, but I know that people said that the skirt looks diaper-like. I was like, oh, it's a sporty looking skirt. But now that I'm seeing it in person, I'm like, yeah, it looks like fucking underwear. But I don't know. I feel like it sells that fantasy of that girl though, so I like kind of love it. Okay, so she's got this cute little Western style jacket, metallic blue, gotta love it. It's got fringe, it's got a big thick collar. There's some finishing on this. Oh, it's too tied to the fucking t-shirt. God, fuck. Gonna be holes through it now. Gonna be holes right through. Look at the size of that one. And you know what? If they had stuck it through the stitch line like they did on some of the other dolls, it really wouldn't be so bad, but they didn't, and here we are. So there we go. It does have a facing in it, so the edges are finished. The collar is, how do they do that? Sew two pieces together? I guess, how did they make that happen? Must be sewn two pieces together. No, how did they do that? Okay, my brain can't figure out the collar, but somehow both sides of the collar are metallic. Not sure how. It looks like it's one side, but this is also one side. So I don't know how that happened. And also like this, the fringe, you can see the underside is white. That's blowing my mind, can't quite figure that one out. Grateful for it, fine. The facing is nice, the finishing looks good. Little crop jacket, love that. Obviously the standout pieces of the jacket. She's got a little t-shirt on here with just T-ties sticking out. Now I have to expose her to remove them. She feels violated, but she doesn't because she's that girl from the story. That T-tie left quite a hole in the shirt. Those I might be able to steam out because it's a stretchy shirt, so it's probably gonna be fine. It says Bratz Rodeo. I love that. It looks like it's kind of like stamped on it. It looks like she kind of made it herself. I don't know. The vibe of her is just everything to me. I love it. And then the thing I was talking about is this skirt. It's just like, I don't know. I love it because it sells the fantasy of that girl from the story that I was telling you about from Stereophonic, but like it looks like underwear. Like there's no other way to see that. It looks like underwear. It says Bratz at the top though on the waistband. That's on elastic, but I think if you stretch that too much, that Bratz is gonna crack, FYI. And then it's got this underwear like stitching on it. It has an uneven hem, which sells the fantasy of it being just a pair of male panties, and the butt looks like this. I don't know. I understand why people don't like it, but I think it's funny. and I like it so much. Coming on down to the shoes, this is where I'm like, the artwork is better. These needed painted detail on them, which I can obviously do myself. They're totally metallic blue, which I like the color of. Maybe I don't want to paint them though, or do a bad job painting them, because it sells a fantasy of the girl. She wore boots, but they were like cheap plastic crap. That's the line from the show. They do have some molded on fringe, and they've got a lot of like molded in detail, which I really like. And the sole is this weird yellow shade, which I don't like. Why did they do that? Why isn't it just black? I don't know. But that's probably the part of the doll that I like the least, is that weird yellow heel. Like, I feel like I know what they were going for, but maybe a different brown. I don't know. I don't like it. But anyway, that's the feral, awful, depressive, street Jade. And I like her. Will you continue to be my favorite one once all of them arrive? I think honestly the best one is the Chloe, but we'll find out how I feel when she arrives. And that's gonna be it for the video today, everyone. We took a look at these two absolutely stunning Pop Starz Bratz. I have special plans for them too. When I dismantle this back here, we're gonna get them up there. I'm gonna do a little like music theme there. I don't know why, I don't listen to music like that, but that's what we're gonna do. I feel like also like maybe like a little bit of K-pop. Do you know what I mean? Like with the shiny jackets and stuff. I feel like they're doing the same thing with this line as they've done with lines in the past, where they're somehow taking like some nostalgic vintage thing from like the late 90s, early 2000s and making it like super modern and trendy and fun again, which is the thing that's really driving me towards these dolls. Also, of course, it's like the quality, because they're probably the best quality fashion doll out there right now, if we're being honest. But overall, pretty pleased with them. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at these absolutely stunning Pop Starz Bratz. Of course, I want to know your opinions down below. Let me know what you think of them. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, put a microphone emoji down in the comment section below to let me know you're a real one. Also, there's this new feature on here where you can hype a video. And I was watching Fairy Tale Dolls and she was telling everybody to hype her video. So you can hype my video, you can like my video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of those things are very much appreciated around here. And from me and Jade and Sasha, we hope you have a wonderful time. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Maybe we can wave. Nope, not in these jackets. Goodbye! They're such good friends. Such good friends. Oh my god. Oh my god, I never turned this off. It's a 51-minute video.